Tonight's story is a gentle reminder of peace and rest. Katlaya and Petunia, the power of laughter. This story is about the girl Katlaya and the rabbit Petunia, who discovered the magical power of laughter and joy in their everyday adventures. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village surrounded by colorful fields of wildflowers, there lived a girl named Katlaya and a rabbit named Petunia. Katlaya had curly auburn hair that shimmered like copper under the sunlight, and her eyes were as blue as the clearest summer sky. Petunia, on the other hand, had a coat as white as freshly fallen snow and eyes that sparkled with mischief. The two were inseparable, spending their days exploring the meadows, climbing trees, and sharing secrets. One sunny afternoon, as they lazed under the shade of a grand oak tree, Katlaya sighed. "I wish every day could be like this." Petunia twitched her nose and replied, "It can be if we find a way to keep the laughter in our hearts." This puzzled Katlaya. "How will we do that?" she asked. Petunia hugged closer and said, "By finding joy in the little things and sharing it with others." Just then, a gentle breeze rustled the leaves above them, and a shower of acorns rained down. They both laughed heartily as they tried to dodge the falling acorns, turning the moment into an impromptu game. Later that evening, as they walked back home, still chuckling about their acorn adventure, they spotted a sad-looking squirrel. Katlaya knelt beside the squirrel and asked, "What's wrong?" The squirrel sighed. "I've lost my favorite nut." Petunia's eyes twinkled. "Let's help him find it." The trio searched high and low, turning over leaves and peering into bushes. Finally, Katlaya found the nut hidden in a patch of clover. The squirrel's face lit up with joy. "Thank you," he squeaked. "You're welcome," Katlaya said. "Just remember to laugh and enjoy each moment." That night, as they drifted to sleep under a blanket of stars, Katlaya and Petunia felt a warm glow in their hearts. They had discovered the true power of laughter and joy, and they knew that as long as they held on to them, every day would be as delightful as their afternoon under the oak tree. Let's explore the next peaceful journey. Susan and Anemone, guardians of unity. This story is about a girl named Susan and a cloud guardian named Anemone, who restore unity to their land through amity and cooperation, leaving a lasting legacy. In a land where the sky kissed the fields and where whispers of ancient tales lingered in the breeze, lived a girl named Susan. Susan had sparkling eyes and a heart full of wonder, always seeking adventure and friendship in the whispering woods and golden meadows. As a whole evening, while chasing fireflies near the ancient oak, she stumbled upon a shimmering cloud unlike any she had seen before. As she approached, the cloud began to form into a gentle, glowing figure cloud guardian named Anemone. Anemone had eyes that shimmered like stars and a voice as soft as a lullaby. "I have been watching over this land for centuries," Anemone said. "And you, dear Susan, are destined to help restore the unity it once knew." Intrigued by the Cloudian's words, Susan vowed to help in any way she could. Anemone explained that the land had been fractured by envy and strife, causing rifts and barriers to form between its people. "But how can we mend such deep wounds?" Susan asked. Anemone smiled. "Unity begins with understanding and kindness," they said. Together, Susan and Anemone traveled from village to village, spreading messages of empathy and cooperation. In one village, they discovered two families feuding over the ownership of a silver stream that ran through their lands. Susan suggested they share the stream's bounty, and with Anemone's guidance, the families agreed, finding joy in their shared blessings. In another town, they met a group of children who had grown distant due to misunderstandings and fears. Anemone conjured a magical play that revealed the beauty in their differences, teaching them to see each other through the eyes of friendship. As they journeyed, a tapestry of unity began to weave itself across the land. Villages once divided came together to celebrate festivals. Fields once barren and neglected bloomed with vibrant colors. In Susan and Anemone's bonds strengthened, reflecting the growing harmony around them. On a peaceful night under a sky adorned with countless stars, Susan asked Anemone, "Will our work ever be finished?" Anemone gazed at the stars and replied, "Unity is a living, breathing entity. It needs to be tended with love and care every day." Susan nodded, understanding the eternal nature of their mission. Years passed, and stories of a girl and her cloud guardian became legends told by the fire. Susan grew older, yet her spirit remained youthful, always guided by Anemone's wisdom. On her final day, as the sky blushed with the colors of dawn, Susan thanked Anemone for the adventures and lessons. With a gentle embrace, Anemone whispered, "You have become a guardian of unity, dear Susan." And with that, Susan closed her eyes, joining the stars, her legacy living on in the harmonious hearts of the land. The land, once fractured now, stood as a testament to the power of understanding and togetherness, forever grateful to Susan and her ethereal friend, Anemone. Another tale begins to bring you rest. The Tale of Gloxinia and Snowdrop. This story is about Gloxinia and the enchanted frog Snowdrop, who find happiness through friendship and compromise. Once upon a time, in a village nestled between tall, whispering trees and sparkling brooks, lived a kind-hearted human named Gloxinia. She was known for her deep blue eyes that reflected the sky and a smile as warm as the morning sun. Every day, Gloxinia would walk through the meadows carrying a basket full of freshly picked flowers. One sunny afternoon, while collecting daisies near the brook, she stumbled upon an unusual sight: a small, white frog with a golden crown perched delicately on his head. The frog's name was Snowdrop, and he had the brightest eyes Gloxinia had ever seen. Curious and enchanted, Gloxinia gently picked him up and asked, "What brings you here with such a regal crown, little one?" Snowdrop croaked softly, "I am a prince under an enchantment, seeking someone with a pure heart to break the spell." Gloxinia, moved by his plight, promised to help him. Days turned into weeks as Gloxinia and Snowdrop became the best of friends, sharing stories and laughter. He loved to sing in the moonlight, and Gloxinia enjoyed weaving crowns from wildflowers for him to wear. One evening, as the stars twinkled above, Snowdrop revealed that to break the spell, he must marry someone with unwavering kindness. Gloxinia's heart ached, knowing she could never be that someone, for her duties in the village kept her bound. Understanding her dilemma, Snowdrop proposed a compromise. "If you cannot marry me," he said, "perhaps you can help me find someone who can." Touched by his understanding, Gloxinia agreed. Together, they scoured the village, looking for a kind soul who could love Snowdrop as he was. After many days, they found Lily, a gentle-hearted maiden with a loving spirit. She and Snowdrop soon grew fond of each other, and her kindness began to lift the enchantment. One magical night, Lily kissed Snowdrop and he transformed back into a prince. Though happy for Snowdrop, Gloxinia felt a hint of sorrow, missing her friend. But Snowdrop, now a prince, promised to visit her often, for he would never forget her friendship and the lessons they'd learned together. And so Gloxinia continued living in her village, thankful for the compromise that brought happiness to Snowdrop and Lily. They remained lifelong friends, exemplifying that true friendship and compromise can create magic even in the most improbable circumstances. Now let's enter another heartwarming journey. Sakura and Buttercup's heartwarming journey. This story is about Sakura and Buttercup's adventure to find a rare flower to cure Sakura's family, discovering the meaning of family, love, and unity. Under the velvety night sky, Sakura and Buttercup ventured into the tranquil forest surrounding their village. The full moon illuminated their path, casting magical beams onto the vibrant foliage. A young girl adorned in a flowing kimono carried a small lantern whose light danced along with their steps. Buttercup, a little explorer, adorned with delicate golden wings, fluttered beside her. They were inseparable friends on a mission to find a rare flower that would cure an ailment plaguing Sakura's family. As they journeyed deeper, the forest whispered ancient secrets through the rustling leaves, and the night creature serenaded them with a gentle symphony. They reached a clearing where a majestic Sakura tree stood in full bloom. "Look, Buttercup," Sakura exclaimed, pointing to a glowing flower beneath the tree. Buttercup's wings sparkled as they approached the flower, plucking it carefully. "This will help your family," Buttercup assured, her voice filled with hope. On their way back, they shared stories and dreams, their bond growing ever stronger. They returned to the village, and with the flower, Sakura's family was quickly cured. The village rejoiced, celebrating the bravery and friendship of Sakura and Buttercup. Together, they had not only found a cure, but also discovered the true meaning of family, love, and unity. Sleep peacefully and let go of today's worries.